Folks, Eddie Carrington, and today I am headed to the Goodwill shop here on Grand River in Detroit. Ended up purchasing two things. I bought a 1968 World Series ticket from the Tigers game at Tiger Stadium. It's memorabilia that I found online while searching shopgoodwill.com and couldn't turn down an opportunity to own a piece of history. So paid $19 for this piece of memorabilia, and it comes with a photo. I'll show you soon. But going to pick that up while I was shopping online via the Goodwill website. I came across another item that I feel would be pretty cool for my son to be able to interact with, which is an electric piano. And this piano is used. It's a Casio piano, and it had a purchase price of actually $9.99 of a buy now purchase price. I could have actually waited until the auction was up and there was an opportunity for me to get it at $6.99, but I decided to click the buy now option on this particular item because I felt that it was already a pretty solid deal as is. And I'm taking you with me to go pick up these items. This may be a little off the beaten path with regard to what I usually share, but I'm taking you with me to actually go pick up these items, and I am hoping that you find yourself on the Goodwill website because they have a lot of good items that you can purchase, all types of items. I'm a pretty big art collector, but I'm a budget art collector. I like to find art that is $100 and less, and usually, since Goodwill is countrywide or nationwide, I usually find art that is from out of state, like from the Goodwill centers in like Florida, Arizona, New Mexico, all types of different places that have amazing art donated to their respective Goodwill donation sites that we could find for a pretty good price. And so I usually have the art delivered, which usually is not that big of a cost. Usually the fee for delivery is anywhere from $15 to $30 depending on the piece of artwork, how big it is, the destination it's coming from. But today is really my first time picking up something in person because these items that I found are at the Detroit Goodwill Center, and picking the items up will basically save me about $45-ish or so because the keyboard itself was pretty heavy, and so that delivery fee was about $30, and the memorabilia of the Tigers World Series ticket, that would have cost me another 15 or so bucks to have delivered. And so I said, why not go pick it up in person and bring you along with me. So how you doing, boss?
Yeah, Edward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got two items.
Yeah.
So this, the first page and the second page.
Okay.
Anywhere at the bottom.
Perfect. All right, cool. I'm all set, boss?
Yep, you all set.
So
Push it out to you, or?
yeah, that'd be good. How long you been with Goodwill for?
7 years.
Wow. So I'm assuming you've seen some amazing stuff come in and out of this place.
Yeah, some coming out and some getting sticky handed.
Oh, what you mean by that?
Taking stuff, people taking stuff they ain't had no business and stuff, trying to take stuff home and stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah. Very careful with this.
Yeah, yep. I couldn't turn this down, man. I had to get this, man. I thought this was a cool buy, man. But I appreciate it, boss.
Okay, no problem, man.
All
You
right.
have a good day.
You too now. This is the actual World Series ticket from when the Detroit Tigers actually won the World Series. And I couldn't turn down the opportunity to own this piece of history. I'm almost positive that that's not a remake of a ticket, And so for 19 bucks, I thought this was a pretty good investment. What do you guys think about that? Oh, and then of course the keyboard for my son. It didn't come with a power cord, but I don't think that's going to be that hard to track down in the house. I think that even though he's not 2 years old yet, he's almost 2. I think this is going to be a pretty cool gift for him to fumble around with and make some noise with throughout the house. So this was $9.99 and this was $19. And so for the most part, I think that was a pretty good overall buy. So just leaving the Goodwill site, now I'm headed over to the east side because we're in the process of hopefully convincing Motor City Match to give a grant to my yoga tenant, my second retail tenant for my commercial space. And she went through the process of applying for Motor City Match. If you're not familiar with Motor City Match, it's a grant that the city of Detroit started some years back for small businesses who have a good concept, have a strong team, looking for a brick and mortar, but don't necessarily have the funding in order to fully bring their vision to life. They have a gap when it comes to potentially the build out of their space and so on and so forth. So the tenant applied for the Motor City Match grant, didn't get it the first go around. Now we're at a point where Motor City Match is walking the site with the tenant, which is actually a good thing, because now Motor City Match can actually see just how far the space is, how serious the tenant is, how serious the landlord is, which is myself. And we need this tenant to get access to more dollars to in turn allow for them to make the build out of this site make sense. And so I'm headed there with the tenant to once again walk the site with Motor City Match and show them all of the progress that we've made. We're in the process of drywalling the framing that we've done to separate the overall ground level of this space. If you're not familiar with this space, it's about closer to 6,000 square feet of rentable space that was meant for one tenant, but that tenant backed out. And so in the process of attracting new tenants, I ended up finding 2 tenants that wanted the space. Breaking that space up is what we're actually in the process of completing, where we're adding separation walls, we're adding means of egress when it comes to the hallway for the shared bathrooms and the emergency exit for that respective hallway. And yeah, so with Motor City Match coming out, seeing this progress that we're making, helping them to understand, like, look, this space is tenant ready. All we need is the dollars to help her space become reality, go from dream to reality. And so we're hoping that you can get behind and support this founder, this small business owner with these grant dollars, which are meant for these types of opportunities. So fingers crossed that they get the bigger picture here. Hey, Motor City Match?
Yeah.
Right on time.
I'm out today.
Eddy, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice
What's
to
up,
meet
boss?
you. How are you?
Good.
Cool.
I'm the landlord.
We've heard of you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys.
Nice to finally meet you.
Absolutely.